So it has come to my attention that this is the first music video that Tame Impala has put out on their official YouTube channel in 2 years. So I figured, I'll check it out. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. I did react to them before. They did a collaboration with someone else, but I guess it wasn't posted on their channel. It was Justice. Okay, that's why it wasn't on their channel. Interesting, but that was already 9 months ago. And I used to listen to a lot of Tame Impala during the pandemic. I think that's when I really started getting into their groove, their music. I had heard them, years before when I was in college, but didn't pay enough attention until the pandemic in 2020 and 21. But then I haven't heard from them since in a few years. So this is sort of exciting. It's called End of Summer. Very fitting as we're coming towards August already. And this just came out literally, yesterday? Warning. This video includes flashing imagery that may affect photosensitive viewers. Your discretion is advised. Okay. Directed and edited by Julian Klinsiewicz. Creative direction by Omogene Strauss. Titles by Special Offer Inc. Produced by Good World Creative and Mañana. There you go. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water. Oh. Put your headphones on. Come on. And let's go. The progression of this track. Oh, I like this part here with the like vibration. What's going on here? End of summer. Sure, okay. Some action going on there. Some forest action. There we go with the hi-hats. I feel like I've heard this exact same like sound and melody from another song. Does anyone else feel that way? And if so, where is it from? I'm talking about this one, like din 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 din. I've heard it before, but it's really hard to place it where it's from. Where is that from? sound of waves. I really like the approach they took for this track, how they sort of took their time. They were more progressive with it, and they were building up the layers. I hope other people can appreciate it, right? Because it's not a very common way to, well, not, I don't want to say to make music, but like it's not what's popular out there, right? Right now we're in a sort of trendy musical state where things have to be very quick and punchy and get to the point, and it's like social media, like TikTok, everything has to be quick because people's attention spans are very low. This is like way opposite, back to the basics. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. 9.5 minute song, the longest song I have heard in a long time, and I don't mind it at all. What can I say, guys? I enjoy so many things about the music video as well as the track itself. Like I said, they went more for like a progressive electronic song, maybe a little bit of like melodic dubstep in there. And I just really love how like, you feel like you're part of the creation of the song when they make it that way, right? That they just start off with like the most simple beat, and then they keep growing on it, adding layers, more instruments, more different effects here and there. And then at that point, you can just play around with it. This was fun. Whoever created this, the track, was just having fun, it sounds like. Because once you have your arsenal of what you want to do with the track, it's down to like, okay, let's start to lower some instruments here. Then we have a bit of a break, and then we start again with the build up, you know, get the hi-hats on, stuff like that. And then do we want to add this special effect for this, you know, second part here, like a second verse, and just take it from there. So very cool, and also pleasant to hear for the ears. That beat is, like I said, it's just, it keeps coming. It's progressive. So at some point it becomes a bit loopy and eternal. It's something that you don't mind listening to it for a long time, because it's the style of it, right? You almost like don't expect it to end. And when it ends, you're like, wow, the experience is over. Kind of like summer, right? So I get the vibes here. And going with the video, they start off the same way they end the video. They kind of loop it around. It's a full circle kind of thing. And so they open up the doors to like this darkness, this shed. But then we come to the light, and it's sort of an adventure through the forest, on the train tracks, on a train. There's a lot of nature around, right? A lot of trees, grass, and it really reminds me of my days as a teenager. I used to walk on the train tracks a lot, especially in the summer, right? Because the weather is nicer and it's warm out, and there's no snow, so right, you can it's easier to trek. Riding the motorcycle free, right? The wind blowing through your hair, your face. Very cool spot. And you know what I was thinking, actually? How even though they're close to the ocean, because the ending here is by the sea, right? You hear the sounds of the tide coming in and out. They decided to record most of the video like in the forest, like in this sort of environment. And I mean, well, maybe we have some shots here of the ocean, but the artistic direction that they took is kind of interesting. You would expect for a song that's about summer to make it, brighter, more colorful, more saturated. Show us the ocean, show us that blue, the sky, the sandy color or whatever. But they didn't. They focused more on like this sort of darker, contrast. We get like a back and forth, black and white, and then on the other side, some sort of psychedelic flower that's, going about here. A lot of quick shots here, almost like found footage of, cameras or, camcorders from back in the day in like the 1970s, where you would, you see people recording their family. Oh, here we are on vacation, July 4th, 1978. And then you see kind of that, and it's just very quick shots here and there. So I like that aspect of it. It makes it seem more human. And I think why they decided to go with a more sort of darker tone for the visuals is because it's the whole point of the summer ending. So it goes along with the lyrics that he had a little bit of regrets, right? I wish I could put my arms around you again, even if it doesn't mean anything. So I get the vibes, guys. We've all been there, especially if you're in the US. It's actually something that I'm missing now because I currently live in Colombia, and so we don't have the full, 4 seasons as you do in the USA if you live there, or maybe in other parts of the world. Here it's just sort of constant, same weather. Then it gets more rainy, less rainy, stuff like that. But when I lived in Boston, right, the summer, you could just feel, the energy, the people around you, and it's like April, May, man, we're getting out of school, it's summer, it's so nice out. And then by late July, August, people are like, it's coming, it's ending. But either way, very enjoyable. If you guys have more suggestions for Tame Impala songs, feel free to comment, hit the like, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.